Hello and welcome to yet another podcast of Pathway Education and Visa Services. And in this podcast, we would like to particularly discuss about our clients who are in subclass 408. Subclass 408 visa is also commonly known as COVID visa. And we've been getting a lot of inquiries from those clients about what could be their pathways in terms of visas, also in terms of permanent residency here in Australia. So let's discuss some of the options they might have and we'll take it from there. Omar, floor is on you.
Good everyone. My name is Omar. I'm one of the registration agents. So now for all those 408 visa holders whose visa is expiring in less than 90 days or maybe sooner than that. Now there might be a few options for you. The first one is employer sponsorship visas. So that means when you're on 408, you had full-time work rights. You must have worked for an employer. You must have an eligible occupation to nominate, and you might be eligible to apply for skill in demand visa surplus 482, employer sponsorship visa surplus 186, and even 494, the regional sponsorship visas. Now there are different steps involved and there are different processes involved. Second option might be going for a student visa, but however, we have to be very careful in terms of meeting the genuine student criteria. That means you've been in Australia for more than 4 or 5 years and now going for a student visa. What course you choose that matters, how
Correct.
that course relates to your previous background, and how that course gonna help you with your future career goals. That's one of the most important things, Rudra.
Great. Because as of my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, because most of the student who has gone to 408 is from their 485 usually, right? That means they have been working for an employer for a long time now, and it's for an employer as well. They do not want to lose their valuable employees, right? So for
Of
them,
course, of course.
how would they want to retain? And there are a lot of employer also inquiring with us, trying to know, what kind of eligibility they are, what kind of hassles they need to go through in terms of getting their employees retained, right? So I think we've come up with the offer of 15 minutes consultation for free for the employer who is willing to know their staff's eligibility to sponsor their employees. So what can they expect from this 15 minutes consultation, the employers?
No, absolutely, Rudra. So when an employer wants to nominate someone, they have to go through most of the process, be it be being a SBS, standard business sponsor, or the nomination, and paying the SAF levies, and understanding what is the SAF levy, understanding what is the SBS, understanding what is the nomination. So most of the employer, they don't want to juggle, or they don't want to go for these sponsorship options, I feel like, because they see it as a hard very hardcore process. The process might be very
And
long.
also some privacy concern I've
And
noticed.
yeah, and the privacy is definitely, yeah. So the employers and employee cannot share a lot of things with employee, and we cannot share a lot of things as well as a migration agent with the employees. So what I'm trying to say is that in that 15 minutes, we can not only break it down, the whole process of SBS and nomination, but also, there are some employers who are not convinced to sponsor the employee. So we can actually have a chat with the employer and have a chat with you as well. That why they should be considering you, as you said. When someone working for someone for a long time, as you mean,
Yeah.
485 to 408, that means 4 years.
Correct.
So that if I'm an employer, I don't want to lose that person.
Yeah.
So we can actually have a chat with the employer. Why that, depending on the person's occupation, experience, and everything, why it is important for an employer to sponsor
Great.
that particular employee.
Great. So yes, you might be eligible for any kind of employee sponsorship visa. For that, we'll more than happy to take a consultation with one of our registered migration agent for 15 minutes for free, where we'll try to explain and simplify the process for you and your employer as well. But you also said something about if there is no employer sponsorship opportunities, maybe a student visa could be there another pathway to stay here in Australia in terms of obtaining a visa or maybe pursuing their permanent residency as well. So let's touch base bit more about this option particularly, because most of the inquiries I have received is from going from this subclass 408 to student visa. So because they have studied one thing already, there is a significant amount of gap from their previous study. So what kind of things do you think they need to keep in mind? For example, studying similar kind of courses, or the course that aligns with their background in terms of work experience. What are the things they should keep in mind?
Now, first thing and the most important thing, they must think, or they must apply this the GS criteria, that the general student criteria. That means the relevancy of their course,
Correct.
the future course, whatever course
Mm-hmm.
they're going through. Now, most of the universities not likely to take or on board on board the students because of the visa risk issues. Now, the GS means, like, what course you're getting, why you're doing this course. You already been living in Australia for 5 to 6 years.
Correct.
That means we have to meet the general student criteria
Mm-hmm.
requirement. So, so as I said, relevancy is one of them. What's your future career goals? Obtaining that course, and are you returning back to your home country
Yes.
or not?
Correct.
Okay, so look, speak to us. We cannot discuss everything
Mm-hmm.
in a small podcast where only certain subjects are more important to
Definitely,
discuss.
definitely, definitely. Yes. You've heard it all. If it's employer sponsorship visa or be it a student visa that you want to apply after your 408, the only thing you need to consider is that for other thing, we are here to help you out throughout the process. But one thing I have noticed is that our students or other clients, they are approaching us at the very last minute, they're
Yeah.
approaching us when there is only 1 week or 2 weeks left. So
Yes.
you will be getting a very limited option in those period of time. So if be smart enough, be wise enough that you already are, please contact us at least 1 month before or 2 months before, so we have a lot of space to plan the things properly, and that works properly for you as well. So as Omar said, and as I am also saying now, we are coming up with the offer of 15 minutes consultation for the employer, and also we are coming up with the 15 minutes consultation in terms of choosing the right course for you, your eligibility, the requirement of the course and everything, if you are going for a student visa as well. So we'll see you in the next podcast. Until then, take care. And if you have any confusion, you know what to do. Follow us on our socials for more updates. Thank
Thank
you.
you.